Okay, let's show how we can use two open source or freeware programs, Inkscape and Irfanview, to make a website header for a Google website. First, we'll use this tool, Inkscape, which is a vector program. You go under the new document, we're going to put in landscape mode, so you go to File, Document Properties, simply change that to landscape and just close that off. Now we're going to import some photographs into this vector drawing. So we're going to go File, Import, go and choose your bitmap. You might have to browse to the folder, and I'm just going to go embed, click OK. And with Inkscape, you hold down the Control key and drag in a corner. Okay, so drag in a corner to resize it and let go. Now, because I'm recording, it doesn't let me move things around like it did before. And then you just keep on repeating that process until you have your photos all lined up. So remember, when you go under File and Import, find the picture, and then when you have it, embed it, and then you hold down the Control key and drag in the corner till it's about the right size. Now, in other programs, you actually hold down the Shift key and drag it in. So for things like Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop, and even in Paint, I think, you drag in, as you drag in the corner, you hold down the Shift key. But in Inkscape, for some reason, they use a Control key instead. So let's go here. Let's say you have them all arranged like that. Next step is to export. But before we export, let's go back to Document Properties, and we're going to resize the drawing to the page content. Okay, so go here, resize page to drawing, and it would, there you go. See there, it resized that down, and you can close that off once that's done. And actually, you go under here, File, Export Bitmap, and give it a name. So you can give it, I'm going to call it Header 3 here, and just export. Once you've exported, you can go to the folder where you've exported it, and there we have it. Okay. Now, one thing that I like doing is to select, hold down the left mouse key, select part of these drawing, the header I just created, and I didn't do as good a job here because I got some black parts there, but I'm going to try to crop this out. So let's have that. I go Image, I think they have Crop or Edit Crop. Okay, shortcuts Control Y. So now I've gotten rid of most of that black stuff. Next is a trick to lighten this up. So you go Image, Color Correction, and simply just make it brighter. So you can make it brighter there. You might need to adjust the contrast accordingly. And once you have something you like, click OK, and it fades it out a bit. I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to go to PNG. You can use JPEG, but I'm going to use PNG as well instead. And I'm going to go Header 3 Ed. And so now in my folder, I have this Clay Creations Header 3. Should be there. Where did I actually save? Let's check it. File, Save As. Oh, I actually put it in the folder Small. So I'm going to go one up, put it here. So now I'll have it in the folder. So Header 3 Ed. What I did was I actually put it in the Small folder. That's why I couldn't find it. So I just resaved it again under here. And there we have it. So that's something that you can use in a website header. And that's using two free programs, Irfanview and Inkscape.